Happy Monday, people. Happy Monday. I'm Lifestyles with Eric, and we got the voice of reason in the house today. Happy Monday. When you come in, please make sure you thumbs up the video, share the video out, please. Make sure you do that. It does not cost you anything, I promise. We're waiting on Miss Keita to come in. We got one more guest coming in. But in the meanwhile, if you're not a subscriber of Lifestyles with Eric, make sure you hit that subscribe button. You're definitely family when you hit that subscribe button. And I appreciate all the viewership yesterday. That was awesome video yesterday. Looks like we had about I don't know if Keita got her. Looks like we had about 1,600 people in. Still don't have it. Yes, Gmail. I'm gonna try it again here. Let's try to send her another invite here. Let's see. Invite. Guest can stream. Where'd you go, G?
I'm still here. Just taking care of something real quick. I'm here.
Okay. Guests can stream this to their own destinations. I mean, it's right there, ain't it? There it is, Clark Lakita at gmail.com. Clark. Yeah. Clark Lakita at gmail.com. Let's see. All righty. Trying to get this email sent. Sorry, everybody. Hey, Audrey again. What's going on? Miss Diana Prince, Miss Kathy Britt. Thanks for coming in tonight. Happy Monday, everybody. Trying to get Miss Keita in. Trying to get her invite sent. Let's see. Cropped layout press shift. No, we don't want to do that. What's up, Mr. G? How you doing?
Okay, man. My sinus is killing me a little bit tonight. All of a sudden, out of nowhere. But
that ragweed and that pollen in the Midwest, right?
It's something. I don't know what it is. Just all of a sudden, like this day, I just started sneezing real bad. Next thing I know, I'm like, oh man. So I had to put the warm cloth over my face, and I'm gonna go ahead and turn the hot shower on, and let that steam get up in my sinuses and clear everything out. Hope get everything opened up.
Definitely got to do that. Yeah.
I'm gonna grab one of them little. You see them little masks? They got like the little Vicks mask that you can put over your face. It look like a little oxygen mask.
No, I haven't saw those.
Yeah, they have like a little that help clean out, just open up your sinuses. And it's, how they have in the hospitals, they had a whole mask, the plastic mask that goes over your face, that cups like around your nose and your mouth. So it's like that, and it has like a little bottom to it that attaches to it. It's like you're getting the Vicks up in your sinuses, up in your nose. So I'm gonna grab one of them things, but they running about, I think it was like $50 or something like that. So I didn't want to spend the 50 right away, but when you got bad allergies, man, you're like, yeah, just give me whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah, you don't feel like dealing with that crap.
Trying to send this email. Hold on. That's it. Clark Lakita at gmail. Shoot.
Hello, Audra.
Why? Hold on.
She said hi. Kathy, Diana. How's everybody doing tonight too? Also.
Okay. All righty. I think she'll be up in a minute.
Okay.
All righty. She's coming on in. Turn this
Come
radio on.
on down, as Bob Barker said.
All righty. All righty, people. Let's get it.
To the next contestant on The Price is
Testing,
Wrong.
testing, testing. Let's get it. Let's get it. All righty. Oh.
I'm here. Hold on. I'm trying to handle something real quick. Hold on.
Hmm?
Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. I'm right here. Go ahead. Go ahead. I can hear you.
Okay. What's going on, people? Happy Monday. I hope everybody's having a good Monday so far. I hope you had a great weekend. Thanks for coming in last night, everybody. You came through for me. I appreciate that. That was an excellent, excellent live video. I appreciate everybody coming in last night. Thanks for representing. Thanks for representing.
So what you gonna cook for Valentine's Day?
I'm not gonna cook anything. I didn't have any special plans to cook anything. You know.
You had to cook something like for the nada.
Not cooking anything.
Not a damn thing.
Okay.
I thought you might do another like you did for the pregame for the Super Bowl.
That's you know what? That's possible. Hey, Lakita, what's happening?
Hey, how y'all doing?
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
All righty.
I was gonna say throwing a steak and baked potatoes or something like that, and throw a little cheese and bacon on there, and little chives and everything, hook it up. For those who don't know how to cook a proper steak.
Steak and baked potato does sound real good. It does.
And the key to the steak is
What's that?
black little salt, little
little
pepper, and butter. Butter's the key that makes it pop. Real butter.
I like that butter that's got it's they got the season, but they got the butter with the garlic and stuff already in it now, the different flavors.
Infused in there.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Not infused with the THC now, people. Just the regular.
Hey.
Some of my people will get carried away. They want to put a steak with some THC butter on there.
Mm-hmm.
Never know.
Try something different.
Yeah, for those special occasions.
Right.
Get your buzz on your munchies, kids.
What's going on, Abandon? All right. So, what's been going on with you, Miss Keita?
Nothing, just working, taking care of family. That's it.
Okay. All right. Good.
She working hard for the money, huh?
That's it.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Yes, sir.
Everybody have a pretty good weekend?
Yes, I did. I had a good weekend.
Okay. Good.
Work.
You had to work this weekend?
I did, and then I went out and enjoyed myself a little bit. So after work. So.
Yeah.
But,
Me and one of my buddies was talking about the Super Bowl weekend. We was talking about maybe they should change it over to a Saturday, so people wouldn't have to get up and go to work on Monday.
Yeah,
and that would be a good day. Make the NFC and the AFC games both on Saturday. Then you got the 2 weeks to go out there, and then let the game be played Saturday evening, and you ain't got to worry about getting up, after Sunday or Monday. Yeah. Then you can really get your party on for Super Bowl weekend.
That's true. But a lot of people take off on Monday, so they won't have to go in there to work because they already know they're gonna party. So
yeah,
this is true.
Because they dragging. You full. You done ate good, drank good, party good. That's what I'm saying. If you do it on Saturday, then Sunday you got time to recover.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I know I didn't get home till late yesterday because I went to a Super Bowl party. So I wasn't expecting 11 o'clock, but I got home a little late.
Yeah. See, when you get older, you start getting sleepy around that time. See, and you're not the life of the party so much as no more. So
exactly. Exactly. What y'all think about the game?
I didn't watch it. I fell asleep on it. So
Yeah, I watched it. I had like 4 bets in, and I only won on one, and I
I
should have
thought the
won more.
49ers won, George.
No, I had 4. I had 4 bets in. I only lost. I only hit on one of the bets that I had in.
I know. I thought the 49ers won.
Oh no, 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 no.
Hey,
Where was you
DeWanda,
at?
hey, Nikita, what's up? What's going on, baby?
Nah, they should have won, but
Yeah, it
hey,
was close.
yeah,
It
yeah.
was close.
That's a some of those in a game like that. You got to take your points where you get them. You just can't be talking about, okay, I'm gonna try to go for it on 4th down, and you got 4 yards to go. You know, you sitting right there like, nah, dude, just take the points, and because you're trying to score, because this game is gonna be over real fast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Most definitely.
yeah.
So yeah, game was cool. The food was cool. You know, it was what it was. Now it's the next day. So many other things going on. I'm not trying to veer off too much, but I know everybody's talking about now it's Mike Epps and Shannon Sharp. They're having some little disagreements. So we'll see how that plays out. I guess they're hashing it out. But it was some things said, and Shannon Sharp wasn't too happy about it. So,
Mm-hmm.
you know, nothing. It's not really even news. It's just stuff people are talking about. Um, you know.
Yeah, I seen it on the shade room. They had a little beef, but I guess they're gonna hash it out and talk it out like grown men and not little boys.
Yeah, well, and they are grown men, so that's what they should do. That's true.
Exactly. Yes, they should.
So,
Sorry about
people,
that. I didn't want to sneeze in the microphone.
right on. So,
My allergies is killing me, y'all. Everybody, I'm sorry.
I know what everybody saw in the title, and that's my question. What are we? What are our kids and grandkids being taught in school now? A lot of things have been being said about a lot of the books and things like that that the kids are being able to read now and being pushed out in the schools now, elementary schools, um, uh, really mainly elementary, on up. But it's the younger kids that I'm more concerned about when it comes to the sexuality things. I guess that's what I'm hinting around to. A lot of schools all around the country have been, to me, over essing the dramatization of that in schools, and I just think that sex ed itself isn't the same as it used to be. I just feel that things that at least some of the things that I'd even seen in a children's book was kind of disgusting. Um, with same people, and for little kids to see things like that that have never experienced sex, then why would they be even taught this if they've not even had that happen to them? It just it's weird, but yet it still seems as if you can tell that to me that it's an agenda being drilled into our children about uh, uh, what they are, what they think they are, uh, what they're attracted to, and how do they know what they're attracted? Well, I'm not gonna say you don't know what you're attracted to when you're a little kid, because I think I did, but it's just why are you pushing that so hard on a child that's not even in a child's young mind? They don't process stuff like that. They don't think about things like that unless they see it on TV, or it's getting drilled in them. We know that that's a learned behavior over time if kids are into something like that. I just don't understand why it seems like parents and also um, teachers in schools are now pushing so much of that on our little children. And again, they haven't even had intercourse anyway. So why would we even push that on them at such a young age? What do they need to know this for? Why is there such an identity uh, thing with gender now? Uh, why is that such a big deal to? I don't know. I'm curious. Little kids is what I'm main concerned about, not adults, just kids.
You want to go first, George?
No, go ahead. Ladies first.
Okay, so my opinion of it, depending on what age you actually talking about, when you say little kids, what grades are you actually speaking of?
Second on up. Let's say second grade on. Let's say no.
I
Let's
would
say
say
younger than that.
second
Let's
grade.
say 5, 4. Let's say 5 kindergarten on up.
I really
Kindergarten.
don't think they teach it that young. I know a few teachers. I've never heard them say they taught it that young, but I know from fourth grade on up, normally they do, especially with health. And it has changed from when we were younger a whole lot. And I think they actually push it out more because it's everywhere now. Look at social media, look at TV. You can look at a commercial and they're doing same sex. And I just feel like I don't think that the school also gives the parents, because like even with my children, I didn't know like they were even teaching. They come home and let me know like, hey, this is what we learned today, and I'm like, oh, I mean, it's way more advanced than when we were in school. I could say it's good and I could say it's bad depending on your age. With the young ones, no, I don't feel like they should, but they see it. They see it every day. Anything that you watch, it's in cartoons. Anything you watch, they see it, and I think they want to just push it out there a little bit more. So people, and then you have the community, which is making everybody go with these pronouns. So I just feel like it's good and it's bad at the same time.
Well, I gave you a call this morning after I was talking to somebody um, about this topic right here we talking about, and it's I forget how we started out, but we started going down a road that got became pretty heated, and I saw on this I forget it was Instagram or something like that, TikTok, something like that, when a lady came in the room and she pulled down the rainbow flag, and she was basically making a statement about the kids don't need to be learning this in school, seeing this in school. This is about the classroom, it's about education, not about your personal lifestyle. Is basically what the narrative was. So I got into a very, very heated debate, and I was being called out of touch, a bigot, and I'm saying back to this person, what does that have to do with your what should I say relationship status or your social status? What does that have to do with the classroom?
Yeah.
You're in class to learn math, reading, English, science,
Hmm.
history. If you want to learn that stuff, you if you want to learn about, let's not call it stuff, you want to learn about that aspect of life. There was a class we took back in the day, it was called sex education. I'm not sure what they call it now. If they group it all into health or sex education, they might call it something else. But my point was making to them is like, to me, that's grooming somebody with subliminal messages
Yeah.
that it's okay for a man to be with a man and a girl to be with a girl. And I'm like, look, that's your choice at an older age, but not when you're a child. And oh, the conversation came up because I was talking about maybe having a school for young little boys where men teach little boys how to be men or young men. You know, you take them as maybe a early preschool age or something like that, and have men's only. We teach them how to dress, how to open the door for the ladies, how to talk, how to properly do stuff. All boys school, and you could do the same thing for a girl, But the conversation led down to this road as being, well, you can't do that because that would be discrimination. I said, how's that discrimination if you have one for boys and one for girls? That's not discriminating. I'm saying you're just teaching a boy how to be a boy and grow into a young man and be a man as a teen. You need those influences in the kid's life. And it just went deeply off the rails about, well, heterosexuals wouldn't let us sit at the table and we created our own table. Now y'all want to come over here and tell us how to do it. I said, nobody's coming to come over to your table and tell you how you live your lifestyle. What we're saying is quit forcing it down our throat. And the problem is you're taking these babies when they're little, when they're 4, 5, 6 years old, tell them that they identify as whatever they want to identify it. I'm like, at that age, when they're 4, 5, 6 years old, they should be outside playing.
Right.
They should be watching, maybe listening to music, but a different type of music. Learning how to play the piano. You shouldn't be worried about it 4, 5, 6 years old. I shouldn't see little girls at 4, 5, 6 years old out here twerking on the social media thing.
I don't like that.
I don't like that either. No, and the parenting has gone wrong. Then you telling somebody, well, when they were 7, 8 years old, they was curious and they started asking questions and they felt like there was a girl living inside in a man's body. I'm like, at that age, you don't know what it's like to be a woman.
Exactly.
You have no idea what it's like to be a woman. Now you're taking them down a road, as I see it. You're grooming these kids. You said, well, we should let them. They should have a right to make their own decisions.
Mm-hmm.
Not at that age, they don't. You're the parent. They're not the parent. You make the decisions for them.
There you go. You go. I agree.
And that's the part I have with this rainbow. Well, when I was I was bullied. Okay, when I was bullied when I was a kid. That don't mean I went off and chose to be with a man.
I was bullied. Yeah.
You learn how to deal with the bullies, or you have some older friends that come along and be like, hey man, leave them alone, or we're gonna get into it. Mm-hmm. That's part of life. It's in nature. That's part of life too. The youngsters are coming up, and the other bigger animals in nature, they'll tussle with them, but that's part of growing up. All of a sudden you say, well, I was bullied, nobody understood me. Okay, well, there's a lot of people out here who wasn't understood, and they didn't go out. They wasn't groomed. To me, it's just grooming. That's why I'm at an early age, and there's nothing anybody can say that the conversation got to the part where I have friends and they turn out to be gay, and they want to get a sex change. So they're becoming a woman. I said, I don't care how much you get a sex change. Genetically, you're still a man. I don't care how you try to tell me that, oh, I went all the way out and I was a woman and I didn't like being a woman, but I got a sex change and now I'm a man. Mm-hmm. You're still a female on the inside. And
they never take your brain out and take your brain and put it in some yeah. It is what it is.
If they went off and did a blind test and took your DNA and came back and said, well, I'm a man and I feel like I'm a woman, the DNA test is gonna come back that you're still a man.
Exactly.
So
psychologically, people don't want to hear that because they have psychological issues that they don't want to admit that they have. And that doesn't mean that they're crazy. It just means that they have some issues that they haven't dealt with. Maybe underlying, maybe from when they were kids that they've pushed away, that they forgot about, that something could have changed their whole lives. And unfortunately, I know everybody doesn't agree with that, but that's what I feel like.
Yeah. I'm just to the position. I just feel like, look, at a certain age, a kid should be a kid. A kid should stay in a child's place. Remember I was telling you earlier, when I was a kid coming up, the parents was in the room. They might be listening to Richard Pryor, Red Fox, and they told us, hey, look, either you go back in the bedroom, you play with Billy, with the grown folks who are in here, or you go outside, you play with the rest of the kids outside.
Yeah.
You don't need to be listening. You don't need to be in grown folks' business right now at this point in time.
Yeah, we couldn't watch none of that. We had to go in the room, like,
yeah.
Especially when Richard Pryor came on, we couldn't be in there.
Nah, but we still would crack the door and still listen. We cheat, and maybe if your parents wasn't home, you by yourself, you put on the Richard Pryor album. Mm-hmm. But that was part of growing up. It wasn't about sexual identity back then.
Right.
I really didn't get into liking girls till I was probably about maybe 11, 12. I wasn't worried about sexual identity. I didn't even hang out with the girls at that age till, let's go into school. That was about it. But I wasn't trying to walk around with no makeup on and, tomorrow I want to be like her. No. I wasn't worried about being with a girl at that
Kids
age.
are going through a lot more than what we went through, though. That's the one thing I can say. They go through a lot more, a lot of rougher lives, a lot of things that kids is going through now. Their mamas is pimping them out and all kinds of stuff, man. You just never know what kids go through nowadays. But I was gonna say, teachers never did put their personal business out there in the streets to kids. No way. When we were kids, we didn't know what our teachers did personally. So just the whole thing with trying to push their personal life onto their kids that they're teaching is, I don't feel like that's right from jump, because it's making the kids, it's making them get them some sort of sympathy from the kids, and that's what they're trying to get. So they're telling the kids their personal, so that they can see, oh, I'm a normal person. Yeah, I love the same and this and that. That's nobody's business. Just teach our children. You don't have to tell them your personal life. Like I said, when we were kids, we didn't know our teachers' personal lives. We didn't know what teachers and stuff did at home with their, with their significant other. But nowadays we have to know this. The teacher has to tell the kids what they're doing, so that if something goes down, that the kids will feel more sympathetic for the teacher if he says him or she, that if they're, in that community, maybe there's some more sympathy that's going to be given to that teacher. And nowadays it has been. So it's different now. It is so different.
Nothing is private anymore. It's all like open. Everything is open.
Yeah.
Oh, I wrote down why don't they push for morals on kids anymore? Why don't we teach kids morals anymore in school? They don't teach morals anymore. That's bad to teach kids morals.
Now, you know what I was told in that same conversation, that one of the reasons why the flag could have been in the room, or that they teach about that in school nowadays, is, say for instance, if one of us come to the school and you have Lakita, you have a wife and I have a husband, but they want to prepare the students to see that mentally. Yeah. When the same sex marriage couple comes to the school, so that's back to grooming again. You're grooming them to say that's okay.
Maybe that's the wrong word for it. You're making people psychologically believe that something is okay because you're putting a flag in front of them.
That's grooming.
That you're making them feel accepted by you putting a flag. When they walk in, they see a flag, so they feel automatically accepted. My thing is about that is they're human beings, and that should be accepted already. It don't matter. We don't care about when you walk in a building. It's not on your t-shirt what your sexuality is. So therefore, you should be accepted anywhere you go. White, black, Hispanic, whatever. Now, for them to put a flag up to say we're accepting you when you come into our school or whatever, that's weird to me, because they're not putting the Black Lives Matter flag up. They're not doing so. Just your school. You're a free school. You're for human beings. If two men come in, you're not going to say anything. That's it. They don't need to see a flag. They're humans. They're not. That's it. You're not saying on the bill thing that no men. If two men come in together, they can't. So as long as you don't say that, we don't need to put flags and stuff. That's just my opinion.
Right.
Yeah. And you know what else is crazy about that? Think about it. When you walk into a school, if you're with your husband and the wife coming in, you're not typically, you're just two parents walking into the school together. You're not holding hands and all that stuff. You're like, hey, I'm with my husband, I'm with my wife. You're walking in to check on, see how your child's doing.
Yeah.
It's not none of that stuff where it's like a big dramatic scene. You come through the door and Tom's coming in holding hands, and I'm like, okay, but
not nowadays.
Yeah, but I'm like, you that's still inside a school building.
Yeah.
You don't have to display.
But they're gonna do that. Well, we know nowadays that's not.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm old school just like you are, but nowadays they're gonna come in holding hands if they want to.
But you think the Tom is gonna sit up there in front of everybody and just start, I love you, baby.
They might.
I mean, maybe they do. Yeah, they might. But a typical,
And they're doing it for shock value, believe it or not, in my opinion.
that's it.
That's just my opinion.
That's
I know that they know that that's not normal, quote unquote, but they're doing it to make a point. And
Yeah.
they're daring somebody to say something.
Yes.
You hear me?
Yeah, that's true.
That's a lawsuit.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm gonna leave it at that. We got 30 minutes in. You know I'm getting ready to cut here in a minute. I'm yawning. But no, go ahead, George. You want to finish up?
No, I was gonna let Lakita finish up.
Go ahead, Keita.
I mean, I agree with you. Even just with that, I'm not saying that they do go into schools and hold hands or the whole nine. I mean, the kids see it at home, and it don't have to be addressed in the school with everybody to be accepted. Just leave it as it is. Even with the flags and all that, I totally disagree with all that. So
Yeah, just do you. I just say do you. Don't worry about a flag. Do you.
that's it.
Why does everybody have to know what you are? Just do who you are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
And,
what
and I would say, to me, if you put that flag up there, that's a distraction in the classroom.
It is very much a distraction.
Because some people may be okay with it, but what about the people who are not okay with it? And they're sitting up there looking at this, they may not speak out, but you're impeding upon their rights in some form of way. You're forcing them to accept them, but they may not have their religious or social constructs may not agree with that, but they may not say something, but they're sitting up there looking at it. I'm supposed to be learning about math, and I'm up there looking at this flag. Now, if you want to have that flag, okay, that's you. It's, more power to you. As long as you're a good neighbor and a good person, you ain't harming nobody in the community. That's your personal lifestyle, what you choose to be in a relationship with. Before it's coming out and bringing it into the schools, I'm not a fan of Ron DeSantis, but now I get it. I think they go he went to the extreme about a lot of stuff they did.
Yeah.
But I get it. School is for school, and your social and relationships should be on the outside of the school. And that's where I'm gonna leave it at. Yeah.
All right. I appreciate everybody coming in tonight. All the people that came in the chat tonight. We didn't have 1,500 in, but that's okay. It was still a good chat. I appreciate everybody coming in. I appreciate all my participants. The Voice, thank you, Mr. Voice. I appreciate you coming in, sir. Miss Keita, thank you for coming in and blessing us with your presence. We appreciate you always. I want everybody to have a blessed week. Great week. Let's make it through. Let's have fun. It's All-Star Week. All right. Let's do it.
All right.
I'll see everybody. Everybody have a good night.
You too. Have a good one. See you.